If you want to have good results in your work, you have to work very hard for it. Good results is not something abstract, but it is a practical desire that needs to be supported by knowledge and cannot be just improvised. Knowledge comes from experience, experimentation, tradition, and passion. Every time that people want to do something good, they need to appeal to their knowledge. They need to know what happens, what are the phenomena of the seasons, and more than that actually, and then they have to face them in order to soften the effects of climate change when this is against the good work. We need to review all we know all the time, and this is because climate has changed, and everything we thought to be the right way of doing things, which was also the right way of doing things in different circumstances, now that the climate has changed, has to be done in a different way, and we must correct the work practice. And if they do not manage to do this in Montalcino, so what then? You won't think we have would close down the place and go make wine in Alaska, wouldn't you? The influence of the ocean is of fundamental importance because it is there where the exchange of energy and radiations with the atmosphere takes place. There is a close interaction between the masses of air and the masses of water above the ocean, and this determines the climate evolution and the weather conditions in the months that follow. So, it is essential to understand what happens on the Atlantic Ocean because this tells us what the weather in Italy and in Montalcino will be like in a few months. We are concentrating on these studies because they make us possible to make seasonal forecasts with 1 or 2 months in advance, not just the day-to-day weather forecasts. And as my colleague Cotarella also said, we cannot anymore go on with the traditional ways, the same traditional actions, because tradition is important but must be adapted to what is happening right now. And the way you treat the plants depends on it. Also, irrigation, which in the old times was considered like evil, now we have to reconsider it because it is not something we do to force production, but it is something essential to help the plants with these changed conditions and help them through the dry periods. Because let's be true about that, dry periods will occur more and more in the coming years.
Che si verificheranno sempre più frequentemente nei prossimi anni.